In this world, there are women who seem to bend the rules of reality, whose stories and appearances make you pause for a moment and wonder if what you're seeing is truly real. Some possess such rare features that they seem almost otherworldly, while others stand out through remarkable records or life journeys that even science finds astonishing. Each person on this list offers a completely new perspective on diversity and the extraordinary nature of life. In today's video, you'll discover 15 of the most unique women you truly have to see to believe. If you enjoy unusual yet inspiring stories like these, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss what's coming next. Do you believe medical intervention can completely change a person's destiny? This is the beautiful story of Anjara, a resilient 10-month-old girl from Madagascar. From the moment she was born, she lived with a congenital medical condition known as a bilateral cleft lip. This condition not only created major challenges in her basic daily life, but also left her family deeply worried about her future. A radiant turning point came in 2024, when the international medical organization Mercy ships arrived at her homeland's port. Anjara had the honor of becoming the very first patient to step aboard the hospital ship, where she received a completely free, highly specialized reconstructive surgery. Under the skilled hands of the medical team, her congenital condition was fully corrected. This advanced intervention not only restored the radiant smile of the little angel, but also shattered the psychological barriers that had long weighed on her family, proudly opening the door to a bright future and spreading a powerful belief in the extraordinary compassion of modern medicine. Alexandra Siang, a teenager from Davao City, Philippines, has become a powerful source of inspiration on social media, thanks to her extraordinary resilience. At just 5 months old, her life was turned upside down when she was diagnosed with Stage 2 Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a rare medical condition involving abnormal growth of immune cells. By 7 months old, the small baby had already undergone intense and life-saving medical treatments to fight for her survival. Although she overcame the illness, the aggressive medical interventions during infancy affected her physical development. As she entered her teenage years, Alexandra still retained a childlike face, a soft voice, and a very small stature compared to others her age. This difference led her to face countless stares, doubts about her age, and even unkind remarks, to the point where she once considered quitting school. However, with the loving support and strong protection of her parents, Alexandra Siang learned to ignore negative comments and proudly embrace her uniqueness. She courageously stepped out of her comfort zone and became a content creator, spreading positive energy to hundreds of thousands of followers. With her ever-present radiant smile, Alexandra Siang continues to share a powerful message. No one is perfect, and true value is never defined by rigid beauty standards. Instead, it shines through courage, confidence, and unconditional self-love. Amit did not just battle NF1, a cruel condition causing tumors to grow across his body. He also had to face a hollow eye socket, following 22 horrific major surgeries to save his life. Once a desperate child who asked, "Why me?" every time he looked in the mirror, he has transformed the tumors that pushed his eye from his skull into proof of an unimaginable survival instinct. This is not merely a medical record. It is the journey of a warrior who refused to let destiny or judgmental stares dictate his true worth. Amidst words of contempt and harsh marriage rejections, Piali appeared like a miracle with a bold declaration. "I am not marrying half a face. You must show me your true self." Despite fierce opposition from family and a wedding absent of relatives, their love shattered every standard of beauty, proving that the bond of souls is always more powerful than any physical defect. They turned societal skepticism into the foundation of a happy home, where sincerity triumphs over the harshest barriers of prejudice. Today, as an inspirational icon with over 60,000 followers on TikTok, Amit is using his different appearance to dismantle misconceptions and ignite fire in millions. Instead of fleeing from malicious comments or the fear of passing on his condition to the next generation, he chooses to embrace himself and craves to use his voice to change the world. Amit has proven a stunning truth. When you stop being afraid and start cherishing yourself, your unique appearance becomes the sharpest weapon for creating extraordinary miracles. The horrific fire at the age of 4 not only claimed her loved ones, but also left Kanisha with extensive scarring covering 60% of her body, forcing her to grow up amidst cruel discrimination and nicknames like the Lizard Skin Girl. For many long years, Kanisha lived surrounded by deep-seated complexes, where every look in the mirror was a confrontation with extreme pain and self-consciousness under the scrutinizing eyes of the outside world. However, instead of accepting a fate consumed by the flames, she underwent a spectacular rebirth from the ashes, deciding to shed the mask of concealment to face reality with her most authentic and resilient self. The miraculous turning point only truly arrived when Kanisha became a mother. Through the pure eyes of her children, she no longer saw a fire victim, but a great mother with boundless love. The moment she decided to stop focusing on the scars and confidently stepped out into the world was when true beauty was redefined by extraordinary inner strength and unparalleled courage. Kanisha's story is ironclad proof that when you have the courage to continue living and loving, the cuts of destiny become the most brilliant metals, affirming that human value lies not in the skin, but in an unbreakable will of steel. Axel Horgan, a brave young boy from County Kerry, Ireland, has ignited a powerful flame of hope through his courageous fight against an extremely rare medical condition. From birth, Axel was diagnosed with a combination of Clove syndrome and Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, a highly complex genetic disorder with fewer than 200 known cases worldwide. Axel Horgan's medical condition caused his tissues, blood vessels, and bones to grow uncontrollably, especially in one foot, leading to a severe imbalance in his body. His early months of life were spent enduring a long and difficult journey in the hospital, facing numerous intensive treatments, including specialized medical therapies and pain relief medication, to manage intense physical suffering so severe that he could not even sit or lie down comfortably. The condition also affected his central nervous system, causing language regression and developmental delays. At one point, doctors delivered a very pessimistic prognosis, suggesting that the little boy might never be able to walk on his own. However, driven by the extraordinary resilience of a true little warrior and the unconditional love of his family, Axel Horgan went on to create a remarkable medical miracle. Defying all physical limitations and the most severe medical predictions, the boy proudly took his first steps, bringing overwhelming joy to his parents and deep admiration from the community. The courageous journey of Axel Han rising above adversity has not only united a powerful wave of compassion in his hometown, but also spread an invaluable message of never giving up, igniting hope for families around the world who are battling rare diseases every single day. Did Axel Han's story inspire you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support more powerful stories like this. Talisha Gribb was born with very limited medical expectations, as doctors believed she might not live long. However, this young woman from Delaware has gone on to surpass every prediction, building an inspiring journey over the past 28 years. Living with congenital muscular dystrophy, she has relied on a wheelchair since infancy. Yet instead of letting circumstances define her future, she chose to turn challenges into motivation for a meaningful life. Her story is not just about overcoming difficulties, but a powerful testament to resilience and self-belief. Transcending physical barriers, Talisha not only excelled in graduating from college, but also proudly won the title of Miss Wheelchair Delaware 2020, affirming that beauty and intellect are never limited by disability. As a mother of 3 young children, she has redefined motherhood through resilience and unconditional love, breaking down society's harsh prejudices against people with disabilities. Every milestone she passes is a vivid testament to mastering one's destiny, turning the wheelchair into a symbol of strength and fierce pride. Today, as an influential, inspirational figure, she spreads positive energy through her YouTube channel, Rolling Through Life with Talisha, to empower millions of people around the world. She does not choose pity. Instead, she chooses to affirm her self-worth by educating the community and fighting for justice for the marginalized. Talisha has proven a stunning truth. True strength does not lie in the legs, but in a heart that dares to burn bright to change the world and write a proud new chapter of rebirth. Every step she took was a painful collision, not only with physical suffering, but also with the weight of curious stares. This was the harsh reality that once surrounded Fudia's childhood. The resilient 10-year-old girl from Sierra Leone faced the terrifying possibility of losing her ability to walk due to congenital Blount's disease. This complex condition caused her leg bones to develop abnormally, bending severely inward so that her feet turned sharply toward each other. It once seemed that her future would remain confined to painful steps and social hesitation, until a remarkable act of compassion appeared and changed everything. A true miracle arrived when an international medical organization came to her country, bringing with it hope for life-changing treatment. After undergoing a highly complex corrective surgery, specialists successfully realigned her bone structure. This medical breakthrough not only helped her grow an additional 14 centimeters with straightened legs, but also shattered the psychological barriers she had long endured. Fudia's remarkable transformation stands as a powerful testament to the life-changing impact of timely medical care, empowering her to move forward with confidence and pursue her dream of becoming a healthcare professional in the future. Standing before a large mirror, Kashmir Culberson does not choose to turn away or hide from the scrutinizing stares directed at her body. Instead of letting Phocomelia syndrome define her future, this 21-year-old has decided to shed every complex to face the world directly. This is not just an ordinary look in the mirror. It is the moment Kashmir chose to be reborn from her very own congenital defects. As she decided to cast off her psychological barriers and step into the light, the world no longer saw a vulnerable woman, but a free soul preparing to conquer new heights with a will of steel. Cashmere's toes seem to perform a dance of wonder as she meticulously applies eyeliner and lashes to perfection on her YouTube channel. In Dallas, Texas, this vlogger is astonishing the online community not only with her masterful makeup skills, but also with her complete independence in life, from cooking to driving. She does not let her physical differences overshadow her passion. Instead, she turns them into a springboard to affirm her self-worth. Her story is a valuable reminder to us all. True beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to keep living. For the journey of rebirth only begins when you dare to love yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss inspiring journeys like this. Deciding to cast aside the fabric concealing her imperfections to stand before the camera lens, Kia Brazil underwent a spectacular rebirth right at the threshold of life and death. Instead of drowning in loss, she chose to look in the mirror with the pride of a warrior, affirming that her scars are medals of courage. Kia Brazil's story is a moving reminder. True beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living, where a powerful will can transform any adversity into a brilliant journey. At the age of 17, Andre was discovered while working at McDonald's. In a short time, she became an androgynous sensation in the international fashion world. In 2011, Andre walked the runway for Jean-Paul Gaultier and Marc Jacobs at Paris Fashion Week and appeared on the cover of Dossier Journal in a strikingly feminine image that caused a sensation. Barnes & Noble had to cover the photo due to concerns. She ranked highly on Models.com, appeared in Elle Harper's Bazaar and Vogue, and was even honored by FHM, though the magazine later apologized for its disrespectful description. Her dazzling career allowed her to travel the world. In 2013, at the age of 22, Andrea publicly came out as a transgender woman and underwent gender reassignment surgery. She shared, "I always knew I was a girl. Transitioning is not just about changing the body, it's about living authentically." Andrea's before and after journey marked a historic milestone. She became the first transgender woman to be featured in a major profile by American Vogue. 2015 signed the first cosmetics contract. From the famous androgynous model to an actress in The Girl in the Spider's Web Daliland and many short films, Andrea continues to captivate audiences. She once worked temporarily as a waitress to return to normal life and is currently completing a documentary about her personal journey. At just 5 months old, her life was turned upside down when she was diagnosed with stage 2 Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a rare medical condition involving abnormal growth of immune cells. By 7 months old, the small baby had already undergone intense. Andrea teaches us a profound lesson. All human beings deserve to be treated equally regardless of gender identity or sexual orientation. Be brave enough to embrace your true self, because only when we live authentically do we find true happiness and inspire others. Andrea's journey proves that even from the most difficult circumstances, perseverance and courage can turn dreams into reality. What do you think of Andrea's extraordinary resilience? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our future content. More negative comments and proudly embrace her uniqueness. Carmen Carrera became famous from the reality show RuPaul's Drag Race, where she first showcased her captivating beauty and performance talent. However, after leaving the competition, Carmen truly began the most important journey of her life, publicly transitioning to a woman. She did not want to remain only a drag artist, but longed for the world to recognize her as a real woman. Carmen bravely faced public opinion in order to reclaim the identity she had long. After her transition, Carmen quickly became a high-fashion model and a professional actress in Hollywood. Her sharp beauty and flawless physique broke many stereotypes in the fashion industry. She was once the focus of a major fan-led campaign, urging the renowned lingerie brand Victoria's Secret to feature her on its runway. Carmen has used her fame to fight for equality, affirming that transgender women deserve a respected place in all areas of beauty and fashion. Amidst Carmen Carrera's journey is proof of the power of confidence and pride. She not only focuses on her personal career, but also actively participates in efforts to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS and LGBT rights. Carmen always appears with a glamorous image, but also with a deeply authentic reflection of her own experiences. Her story inspires women everywhere to love their bodies and continuously fight to live the life they are most proud of. Today, as an inspirational icon with over 60,000 followers on TikTok, Amit is using his. Thank you for watching this video about 35 famous stars who have undergone dramatic physical transformations from their original biological sex, who surprised you the most. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so I can bring you more interesting secrets. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Sharpest weapon for creating extraordinary miracles. The horrific fire at the age of 4 not only claimed her loved ones, but also left Kanisha with extensive scarring covering 60% of her body, forcing her to grow up amidst cruel discrimination and nickname. The scrutinizing stares of strangers when she first stepped out onto the street could not break the will of a warrior who once had only a 10% chance of survival. Instead of hiding in the shadows, Aleema Ali chose to shine brilliantly on social media with makeup tutorials attracting over 17 million views. Every delicate brushstroke on her face is not just a beauty technique, but a manifesto of limitless vitality. She has proven to the world that horrific events do not have to interrupt one's passion. On the contrary, they can become a launchpad to achieve more extraordinary things than ever before. Her journey reminds us never to dwell solely on the pain of past accidents, but to focus all our energy on the miraculous journey of rebirth. Because true beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living. And at the very moment you dare to love yourself again, life will open up proud new chapters. It is hard to believe that a girl with only a 10% chance of survival could become a proud icon of the beauty world. Do you admire Aleema Ali's iron will? Please give her a like, write down what impressed you most in the comments, and hit subscribe to always stay tuned for the most extraordinary stories. Going beyond ordinary physical limitations, Louis Legend stands as a powerful example of the miraculous reconstructive potential of modern medicine and the human will to survive. Born with a congenital condition in which he had no jawbone, he faced a biological map missing one of the most essential structures required for basic life functions. Rather than surrendering to adversity, Louis entered a dramatic journey of medical reconstruction, where each surgery represented a step toward reclaiming his ability to speak and experience the simple pleasures of life. This journey is not only a scientific achievement, but also an endless source of inspiration, reminding us that true beauty is shaped by courage and an unbreakable desire to live. Have you ever imagined a 21-year-old woman peacefully sleeping in a giant crib, using a pacifier, and wearing baby onesies every day? This is not some impulsive joke, but the shocking, real-life routine of Jess, a young woman living in Florida, USA, with her boyfriend David. Behind these seemingly unusual habits lies a very specific form of psychological therapy known as age regression, aimed at soothing severe childhood trauma. Struggling with psychological darkness and the overwhelming pressure of adulthood, Jess chose to return to a toddler-like state in order to seek a sense of absolute safety. In her miniature world surrounded by teddy bears and toys, she is free to live without worries, temporarily setting aside all the harsh burdens of the adult world. Accompanying Jess in this lifestyle is her boyfriend David, who voluntarily takes on the role of a caring guardian, always present to look after her, comfort her, and provide the strongest sense of support. Publicly sharing this unusual lifestyle on their personal YouTube channel has caused the couple to face a great deal of curiosity and harsh judgment from the public. However, ignoring the waves of criticism, Jess continues to step into the light with determination, confidently sharing authentic footage to challenge society's doubts. Jess's courageous journey is not only an extraordinary attempt at healing deep emotional wounds, but also a powerful statement encouraging every individual to bravely pursue peace and happiness in their own unique way. For many years, the mirror felt like a difficult challenge for James McLeod, as it reflected an image he struggled to accept due to the vitiligo affecting one side of his face. However, everything began to change when he chose to follow his mother's advice and bravely face his reflection, seeking peace instead of fear. The moment he let go of his insecurities and stepped forward with confidence marked the beginning of a powerful personal transformation. What was once his greatest struggle gradually became a source of pride, revealing a unique and unrepeatable kind of beauty that truly belongs to him. By walking with his head held high in the heart of New York, James has proven that every imperfection on one's face is actually a medal of courage. He does not choose to drown in the pain of the past, but focuses on his mission to spread positivity and self-love to the community. His story is a firm affirmation of the message, "True beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living," where rebirth only truly begins when you dare to embrace yourself and confidently step out into the world. After 5 years of being closely connected from the pelvis to several complex internal organs, Artur and Heitor are now entering a hopeful new chapter, thanks to advances in modern medicine and their strong, determined spirit. The separation procedure in Brazil was not only a highly specialized operation involving the careful coordination of the liver, bladder, and digestive system, but also a remarkable medical effort to address a very complex challenge, aiming to give both boys the opportunity to live more independently and explore the world in their own way. The deeply human trade-off of using the third leg for skin grafting is a testament to how science always seeks to optimize the chance for the most complete life possible, even in the most dire adversities. Although each boy will begin his new journey with a single leg, the iron will and extraordinary effort of the two brothers will surely transform physical flaws into an epic of courage, reminding us that the only limits exist in the mind, and never in an individual's physical form. Anahita Hashamzada has become a global phenomenon by possessing a face voted as the cutest in the world, along with an impressive community of 1.2 million followers on social media. At the age of 7, the little girl not only attracts people with her radiant natural beauty, but also makes a strong impression thanks to her confident charisma and captivating style in every professional frame. This fame is not just a personal achievement, but also spreads positive energy regarding innocence, making Anahita one of the most influential child models internationally today. Anahita's brilliant success is the result of a perfect coordination between a solid family foundation and a highly flexible homeschooling method. Studying at home allows the little girl to maintain a wonderful balance between accumulating knowledge and pursuing a busy modeling career without losing precious childhood experiences. Her story affirms a truth that when nurtured in love and given the right guidance from parents, every young sprout can freely develop their potential and shine brilliantly in their own way. For many people, taking a normal step is something taken for granted. But for a young girl named Jimby, it was once a distant dream that required immense courage to reach. Growing up with a rare medical condition often referred to as wind-swept knees, her legs bent in the same direction, making walking and maintaining balance an enormous challenge. Yet behind her small frame was a resilient spirit that refused to give in. Her desire to run, play, and attend school like other children kept her hope alive. A life-changing turning point came when Jimby received medical support from international humanitarian organizations, allowing her to undergo a complex corrective surgery on her legs. The recovery process demanded great patience and extraordinary effort, but her bright smile never faded. Now, with her legs straightened, Jimby not only walks confidently toward a brighter future, but also stands as a powerful symbol of resilience, showing that challenges can be overcome with determination and the support of a caring community. The brightest smiles are sometimes nurtured from the toughest challenges right from birth, and Armand's journey is a vivid testament to that proud resilience. Born with a cleft palate, Armand's childhood was marked by complex medical procedures aimed at reconstructing facial structure, along with many challenges in facing curious and sometimes judgmental looks. These physical differences once brought emotional struggles, but instead of letting insecurity hold back the desire to live fully, Armand chose to rise above it all. Growing up was not only a process of physical improvement through dedicated treatment, but also a powerful transformation of inner strength. By bravely stepping beyond self-doubt and embracing every unique feature, Armand turned what was once seen as a limitation into a symbol of courage. This story carries a deeply positive message, reminding us that true beauty is never defined by physical perfection, but shines brightest when we have the confidence to smile with strength and pride. An unexpected accident in early childhood can leave behind the harshest challenges, and Annika's story stands as a powerful testament to resilience and the will to survive. During a visit to her aunt's street food stall, a tragic incident occurred, leaving Annika with severe burns across her back, torso, and both arms. Reflecting on that painful time, her mother, Felicia, once shared through tears that she cried every morning upon seeing her daughter, haunted by the fear that her little angel might not survive. The recovery process that followed was incredibly difficult, demanding extraordinary patience and endurance from such a small body. Yet beyond the immense physical challenges, Annika fought bravely to reclaim her life with unshakable determination. Her journey through adversity is not only a reminder of the importance of caution, but also a tribute to the boundless love of family and the strength of the human spirit, igniting a powerful flame of hope as she courageously moves forward to write a brighter future for herself. And as we reach the end of today's journey, it's worth remembering that every person you've seen in this video represents something far bigger than appearance alone. Their stories remind us that human diversity is vast, unexpected, and often far more complex than what we first assume. If this video opened your eyes or sparked your curiosity, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring more incredible stories like these to light. Stories that challenge what we think we know about the world. See you in the next video. As we all know, there is no shortage of people on Earth who can do extraordinary things and possess truly remarkable abilities. But among them, there are a few individuals so unique that not knowing about them would truly be a missed opportunity. They are not just different. They will challenge everything you think you know about the limits of the human body. These people will undoubtedly inspire you and may completely change the way you see human potential. So, let's explore 15 individuals you would hardly believe exist. And trust us, they will shock you. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more incredible stories. At only 14 months old, Oakley Lynch has become a powerful, inspiring icon by proving that any physical differences cannot stop joy and confidence. Born with symbrachydactyly, which caused his right arm to develop incompletely, Oakley once caused his parents to fall into a state of shock and extreme anxiety about the future ahead. However, this adorable boy has shattered all fears with a brilliant, optimistic spirit, turning a congenital flaw into a proud, distinct mark in the modern world. Currently, Oakley is a booming child fashion star on Instagram, attracting more than 15,000 followers thanks to his stylish flair and captivating charisma in every frame. With the account named at My Oakley Dokley, the boy not only receives love and countless gifts every day, but also spreads a profound humanistic message about cherishing one's unique self. Oakley's journey is a vivid testament showing that true confidence and style always come from within, urging us to bravely overcome prejudice to write our own brilliant life stories. The journey of Ugur Akar, a resilient young man from Turkey, stepping out of the darkness, is a beautiful epic of rebirth and the extraordinary miracles of modern medicine. At just 40 days old, a tragic fire accident at his home in Antalya severely affected the entire appearance of baby Ugur, leaving him with extremely serious injuries. Throughout his childhood and teenage years, this severe medical condition not only made daily life extremely difficult, but also created major barriers, depriving him of the opportunity to attend school and work like others. However, deep within that hardship lay an unbreakable will to survive and an unwavering desire to be accepted and integrated into society. A true miracle arrived in January 2012, when the 19-year-old entered the operating room at Akdeniz University Hospital to undergo Turkey's first-ever full-face transplant surgery. Under the skilled hands of Professor Ömer Özkan and a dedicated team of medical professionals, the complex surgery was carried out successfully, giving Ugur an entirely new face. The day he saw his reflection in the mirror, he was overwhelmed with emotion and described his life as stepping out of complete darkness into radiant light. From that historic moment onward, his life began a completely new and brighter chapter. Not only did Ugur regain his confidence and reintegrate into society with pride, but he also worked hard to complete his interrupted education, secured a stable job, and continued to nurture ambitious dreams for his future. Ugur Akar's remarkable story of rebirth not only marks a golden milestone in the field of medicine, but also stands as a guiding light of hope, an endless source of inspiration about resilience, the power of hope, and the profound human value of compassion and love shared across the world. In energetic outfits like jeans and white shirts, Abigail and Isabelle appear like any other adorable 5-year-old twins. But in reality, these two girls are a rare miracle with a probability of only 1 in 1 million births. While the common rate of Down syndrome is 1 in 1,000, the fact that a pair of identical twins both carry this characteristic is an extremely rare medical phenomenon, turning their existence into an astonishing, unique mark. This is not just a dry statistic, but an affirmation of the wonder of creation, where the most different things create the most radiant and charismatic beauties in the world. For parents Jody and Matt Perry, Abigail and Isabelle are priceless prides and the most perfect pieces in their lives. Instead of viewing Down syndrome as a barrier, they cherish every personality trait and smile of their children, asserting that they would not change anything even if they had the chance to turn back time for the babies to be born normal. The Perry family's story conveys a profound humanistic message about unconditional love and self-acceptance, reminding us that the true value of a human being lies not in genetic codes, but in the shining soul itself and the ability to spread happiness to everyone around. Jazz Sullivan, a 23-year-old single mother, has stunned the online community by spending over £20,000 to build a life of luxury for her 22-month-old daughter, Minnie Bo. Instead of ordinary toys, the toddler's wardrobe is filled with £15,000 worth of designer brands, ranging from traditional Spanish dresses to fur coats and expensive solid gold jewelry sets. Jazz asserts that pampering her daughter is her way of compensating and expressing love, turning each day of her little angel into a luxury fashion runway where elegance is defined by staggering investment figures from infancy. Minnie Bo's name has also reached far into the world of child pageants, thanks to her signature pouting charisma and elaborate preparation with hair extensions and professional makeup for every appearance. The little girl confidently struts in magnificent corset dresses or bold, ruffled bikinis, turning every competition into a personal playground to assert her status and uniqueness compared to peers of the same age. Despite facing much debate over early direction for young children, the Sullivan mother and daughter's brilliant journey remains a captivating story of steadfastness in upbringing and the desire to conquer the brightest glory for one's child. Gaurab Garam is a boy from Nepal who is known internationally for a rare medical journey. He was born with a third arm growing from his back due to a congenital spinal defect. From an early age, this unusual condition made his childhood extremely challenging. Initially, his family was hesitant to seek medical intervention because of traditional beliefs and cultural barriers in their local community. However, as he grew older, the extra limb also developed, not only severely interfering with his daily activities and play, but also causing him constant pain and sleepless nights. With deep love and determination, Gaurab's parents decided to set aside all prejudices and travel a long distance to Kathmandu for medical consultation. There, specialists assessed that surgical removal would be highly complex and carry significant risks to the spinal nervous system. Nevertheless, the family's courageous journey continued to shine as a true testament to unconditional love and extraordinary perseverance in the face of adversity. Through hardship and challenges, Gaurab Garam's story has delivered a powerful message of resilience and unbreakable hope, illuminating the possibility of a healthier, peaceful future where he can live freely and fully like any other child his age. Do you believe modern medicine can create miracles for beings born with extraordinary conditions? This is the shocking medical case from 2006 involving Gigi, a boy from Anhui, China, who was born with an extremely rare condition, 3 arms. Unlike typical congenital deformities, both of his left arms were almost fully developed in structure. This created a major challenge for medical experts in determining which limb had better functionality and should be preserved. Overcoming an extremely difficult challenge with a complex and tangled network of blood vessels and the boy's fragile condition due to having only 1 kidney, the Shanghai medical team resolutely carried out a historic 3-hour surgery. With great precision, they carefully dissected the nerves and successfully removed the extra arm. This remarkable miracle fully resolved a rare mystery of nature, giving Jie a precious opportunity to undergo physical therapy, regain hand movement, and confidently step into a bright and complete future. What do you think about this medical miracle that changed Jie's life? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing medical stories like this. At only 5 months old and not yet able to stand firmly on her own feet, Freya Fosacheko has created a media sensation by becoming the most stylish baby fashion icon in the UK. Starting her journey in front of the lens at just 10 weeks old under the talented styling of her young mother, Kirsty Whalen, the little girl transforms every outfit, from high-end designs to casual wear, into a captivating work of art. The perfect combination of innocent charisma and sophisticated aesthetic sense has helped Freya gain thousands of followers, proving that personal appeal and creativity are never limited by age. The powerful influence of this young muse has led top designers to constantly seek her out as the face of their latest collections. Beyond just sparkling photos on social media, Freya's journey has become a spreading inspiration for enjoying life and celebrating unique beauty from the very first years of life. She has proven that when a passion for art is nurtured by love, every daily moment can become a brilliant runway, where difference and personal style always shine most radiantly. Kayla Yakov is shaking the motorcycling world by defeating experienced opponents at speeds of 130 miles per hour at only 10 years old. A burning passion since the age of 5 drove her onto the professional track just months after convincing her father to let her take the handlebars for the first time. Currently, she is not only a child phenomenon, but also a symbol of courage, breaking all prejudices about age and limits to reach dramatic heights of speed. With a series of prestigious titles in hand, Kayla is steadily stepping on the path to becoming a true professional racer and asserting her position on the international stage. Her story is steel-clad proof that success never waits for age if we dare to pursue passion to the end with discipline and iron will. Note: High-speed racing is a dangerous activity, only to be performed by professionally trained individuals under strict supervision and with full protective gear at standard racetracks. Ryusei Imai, an 8-year-old martial arts prodigy from Japan, is making the whole world tip its hat as he perfectly recreates Bruce Lee's legendary fighting techniques with lightning speed. Completely different from his peers, the boy has trained rigorously since the age of 4 to master extremely difficult skills such as one-handed push-ups, walking on his knuckles, and acrobatics with absolute precision. Ryusei is not merely imitating a screen idol. He has transformed an intense passion into a journey of forging a steel will, possessing the incredible strength and agility of a true martial arts master from a very young age. To reach the level of a legend, Ryusei has had to overcome countless failures and the harshness of a special training regimen aimed at controlling every breath and smallest movement. Although he once faced difficulties in aligning his timing as precisely as the original, his persistent spirit of never giving up has helped him progress further and reach a classic level of mastery. Ryusei's story is a steel-firm affirmation of the power of discipline and determination, reminding us that there are no limits for those who dare to pursue their passion with all their heart and relentless effort every day. Charles Sogley is not chasing fame. He is simply trying to live a normal life in an extraordinary body. Standing over 2 meters tall, he is the tallest man in the Volta region of Ghana. But this height comes with countless physical challenges. Oversized feet force him to walk barefoot, a condition that is not only uncomfortable, but also dangerous. His story is a profound reminder that the basics most people take for granted, such as a properly fitting pair of shoes or access to adequate medical care, are a lifelong struggle for those with different biological structures. Santiago Mendoza and Isabella Caicedo, 2 10-month-old babies in Colombia, are becoming the focus of an urgent medical rescue campaign as they carry a combined shocking weight of up to 41 kilograms. Faced with an insatiable appetite that directly threatens their lives, the Gorditos de Corazon organization has collaborated with leading experts to establish a strict recovery roadmap to bring them back to a normal weight. This journey is not only an extraordinary medical effort, but also a testament to the power of empathy and timely action, affirming that every young sprout deserves a healthy future when receiving the right support from the community. Hirotada Ototake is one of the most powerful inspirational figures in Japan and around the world, known through his famous autobiography, No One's Perfect. Born with tetra amelia syndrome, a condition that left him without arms or legs, Ototake began his life in what many would consider an extremely unfortunate circumstance. However, the loving and respectful upbringing provided by his family and school helped him develop a different mindset. He did not view his body as a defect, but rather as a unique, personal characteristic. Instead of being overprotected, he was encouraged to participate in all activities like any other child, from academics to physical activities, which helped him develop independence from an early age. Ototake's journey of self-affirmation reached a major milestone when he was accepted into the prestigious Waseda University. There, he not only focused on his studies, but also actively engaged in social activities aimed at changing society's perception of people with disabilities. His book, No One's Perfect, published in 1998, became a publishing phenomenon, breaking down rigid stereotypes in Japanese society at the time. After graduating, he continued to challenge himself in various roles such as sports journalist, elementary school teacher, and community activist. In every position, Ototake demonstrated vibrant energy, intelligence, and a remarkable ability to connect with others through his distinctive, radiant smile. The most important educational lesson from Hirotada Ototake's life is self-acceptance and the redefinition of happiness. He proves that happiness does not depend on physical completeness, but on the attitude with which we face our own limitations. His story teaches us that instead of complaining about what we lack, we should learn to make full use of what we have to contribute to society. In education, Ototake is living proof that if children are raised in an environment of trust and fairness, they can find the strength to overcome any barrier. His life reminds everyone that, "My body may have limitations, but my mind and spirit are free and without limits." Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring journeys like this. The twins, Sharik and Tariq in Florida, have written an astonishing genetic paradox by possessing two opposing appearances due to albinism. With a rare ratio of 1 in 20,000, Sharik must battle sensitive skin and weak vision. But this very difference has become a springboard for courage under the guidance of her sister in the same situation. Instead of collapsing before prejudice, the Elliott family has transformed pigment deficiencies into symbols of empathy and extraordinary resilience. Their story is a steel-firm affirmation. When the heart is big enough, all physical barriers must give way to the radiant beauty of the soul. Nikki, a mother in Ontario, Canada, chose to stand by her daughter when little Ella decided to live true to her personal identity at the age of 6. For Ella, being herself was not just a simple change, but a journey to find true happiness and confidence in every breath. Nikki did not just stop at silent support, but also bravely built an online community to connect and empower parents in similar situations, turning love into a lighthouse that guides children amidst a volatile world. Despite facing a wave of brutal criticism and groundless accusations from social media, Nikki maintained a steel-like stance to protect a safe space for her child. She refused to let the fear or prejudice of strangers define her family's values, instead using steadfastness to shatter all chains of hatred. Their story is a costly lesson in courage, affirming that the unconditional love of parents is the strongest shield, helping children overcome all storms to confidently shine with their unique selves. Jacqueline Rodriguez is a living medical phenomenon, shattering all grim predictions of not being able to live past the age of 1. Carrying lymphatic malformations that caused her face and body to be covered in rare tumors, this 16-year-old girl must face a reality without a voice and the inability to eat or drink like a normal person. However, behind the iPad that assists her communication and the feeding tube that sustains her life is a heart of steel, transforming physical flaws into a springboard to reach heights that even healthy people would admire. Instead of withdrawing into the shadows, Jacqueline chooses to burn brightly with passion while playing tennis, learning the guitar, and preparing to graduate from university at the age of 17, a shocking and proud milestone. Her dream of becoming a nurse at the prestigious Stanford University is not just a personal goal, but a steel-firm affirmation. Adversity may shape one's form, but the desire to contribute is what defines the future. Her journey is a brilliant lighthouse, teaching us that when the heart is big enough, every biological barrier must give way to the power of faith and relentless effort. Lisa Brown, a former model from Wisconsin, USA, lived a deeply inspiring life defined by resilience in the face of adversity. Once known for her balanced physique, Lisa's life took a sudden turn when she began losing weight rapidly and severely, despite not changing her diet or exercise routine. From being perfectly healthy, her weight dropped dramatically, altering her appearance to the point where strangers misunderstood her condition and made hurtful assumptions about extreme dieting. After a long and difficult search for answers, in 2013, doctors diagnosed her with superior mesenteric artery syndrome, SMA, an extremely rare condition that compresses the digestive system and prevents the body from properly absorbing nutrients. Despite facing severe physical challenges and relying on medical support, Lisa never allowed hardship to extinguish her optimism. Instead of hiding from public scrutiny, she bravely stepped into the spotlight, participating in artistic photo shoots and speaking openly in media interviews to raise awareness. Beyond that, she launched a meaningful initiative by personally designing and sending heartfelt cards filled with encouragement to patients around the world facing similar struggles. Although Lisa Brown peacefully passed away in early 2017 at the age of 34, her legacy of love continues to shine. Her story not only spreads a powerful message of courage, but also ignites pride and strength in countless individuals who are bravely facing health challenges in their own lives. Sambani is a man from Madagascar who carries a deeply raw and compelling story of human resilience in the face of severe medical adversity. For more than 3 decades, he lived with a massive tumor that continuously grew around his neck and face, eventually reaching nearly 8 kilograms in weight, a physical burden that completely took away his ability to live a normal life. This condition not only posed a direct threat to his life by compressing vital respiratory organs, but also led him into complete isolation, forcing him to face countless difficulties in daily life as well as social barriers from the surrounding community. In a region where access to advanced medical resources was extremely limited, every door of hope seemed to have closed for Sambani until 2015, when he learned about the arrival of a hospital ship operated by an international humanitarian organization that had docked in Madagascar. Despite his severely deteriorating health and the enormous burden he carried, he pushed himself to the limit, walking for 2 full days in search of the faintest chance of survival. The surgery that followed was one of the most complex and high-risk procedures, lasting more than 12 hours and demanding the utmost effort from the medical team. The success of the surgery, along with the emergency blood donations provided by the medical staff themselves, completely changed Sambani's fate. The removal of the tumor freed him from the persistent pain he had endured for 30 years, giving him a new lease on life and standing as a powerful testament to the strength of human survival and the limitless spirit of humanitarian compassion. Beatrice Makoka is a resilient woman from Kenya, known for her inspiring journey of overcoming illness. For more than 2 decades, she lived with a large tumor on her face that severely affected her breathing, largely due to a lack of financial means for treatment. Despite this, she never lost hope. A true turning point came in 2021, when her story was shared by the media, drawing support from countless donors and well-wishers. With this help, a medical team was able to successfully perform surgery, freeing her from the physical burden and giving her a healthier, more independent life. Beatrice's journey stands as a powerful testament to the miracles of human kindness and the strength of the will to live. Celia Chartre Aris, a distinguished activist from the United Kingdom, has built an extraordinary and inspiring story of resilience in the face of adversity. Living with the extremely rare genetic condition Loeys-Dietz syndrome, she has faced severe medical challenges throughout her life, including multi-organ complications. At one point, she was entirely dependent on artificial nutrition and given a very fragile prognosis. Yet Celia refused to let her circumstances define her future. Despite these physical limitations, she successfully earned a bachelor's degree in law and went on to become a government advisor, lobbyist, and policy expert. Through her sharp insight and determination, she has collaborated with the United Nations, the European Union, and major global organizations to advocate for equality, expand employment opportunities, and challenge discrimination against disabled people. Due to her outstanding contributions, Celia Chartre Aris was recognized by Shaw Trust as one of the most influential disabled individuals in the United Kingdom. She has also co-founded initiatives supporting entrepreneurs with disabilities and participated in the London Marathon using a wheelchair to raise funds for healthcare causes. Her journey stands as a powerful testament to the idea that courage can drive meaningful change and reshape the world in profound ways. Deep inside the fragile body of a child not even 1 year old, a brutal fight for survival was unfolding against merciless medical adversity. In Eastleigh, United Kingdom, Madison Sherwood has written an inspiring survival story of extraordinary resilience in the face of overwhelming challenges. At just 9 months old, her family's life was turned upside down when medical specialists discovered that Madison was suffering from a rare combination of spinal muscular atrophy and respiratory failure. This condition weakened her muscular system and took away her natural ability to breathe, forcing her to rely on a ventilator connected through a tracheostomy tube around the clock and to use a wheelchair for mobility. At the time, doctors delivered a deeply pessimistic prognosis, fearing that she might not survive beyond her second birthday and would be confined to a completely unconscious existence. Contrary to those predictions, Madison's journey growing up became a powerful testament to an unrelenting will to thrive. Rather than surrendering to the darkness of illness, she demonstrated remarkable vitality by not only surviving, but also shining in her own way. With the continuous devoted care of her parents and medical team, Madison Sherwood remained resilient, attending school alongside her peers while nurturing a deep passion for singing and acting. Her rare optimism and courage earned her the prestigious National Inspiring Child Award. The journey of Madison Sherwood stands as a powerful living testament that even the most severe physical limitations cannot confine a free spirit or the desire to live life to its fullest. How has Madison Sherwood's story inspired you about the power of overcoming adversity? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep following more inspiring journeys like this. In the peaceful countryside of Kampong Cham, Cambodia, a man had to hide his smile for more than 30 years. This was the real-life nightmare silently endured by Eng Keng. He suffered from a rare condition that caused abnormal growth of the jawbone and gums, with a tumor that kept expanding over time. As a result, he completely lost the ability to chew and swallow normally, surviving only on liquid food while withdrawing from society under the burden of curious stares. It seemed that his future would remain trapped in despair. But fate took a turn when Australian Dr. Andrew Cheng accidentally learned about his situation. Through this beautiful bridge of compassion, Eng Keng traveled to South Australia to undergo a historic major surgery. With the outstanding expertise of the medical team, the tumor was completely removed, bringing an end to the cruel sentence of fate. This miracle not only restored his physical appearance, but also awakened the radiant smile that had been buried for 3 decades, proudly reigniting an unshakable faith in human kindness and the powerful will to live. The extraordinary people you've just seen are not simply strange or different. They are living proof that the limits of human possibility often exist only in our minds. Each story is a shock, a lesson, and a reminder that the world is far more vast and surprising than we could ever imagine. If today's video made you rethink what is impossible, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel to spread these incredible stories to more people. And don't leave just yet. Comment below and tell us which moment impressed you the most. Before we dive into one of the darkest chapters of reality TV history, I need you to keep one thing in mind. If you or someone you know is struggling with dark thoughts or feels like there's no way out, please pick up the phone and call or text 988. This is a free, confidential mental health support line available 24/7. I'm putting this message at the very beginning of this video because, frankly, someone should have done this for Daryl a long time ago. But be warned, the deeper you go, the more unbelievable it gets. Especially our number 3. This person's story might completely change the way you see what normal really means. If you enjoy shocking, inspiring, and truly unique content, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Now stay with us until the very end, because what you're about to see might be impossible to look away from. Grace Novacek's journey, a resilient young girl from Texas, is an emotional epic of ambition and perseverance. From the moment she was born, she faced the rare Escobar syndrome, a condition that severely affects the musculoskeletal system and limits mobility. In order to regain basic bodily functions, she bravely endured more than 30 major and minor surgeries. However, rather than surrendering to adversity, Grace has always maintained an optimistic spirit, turning physical barriers into powerful motivation to live her life to the fullest. Refusing to let circumstances define her future, Grace found a radiant light through her passion for the arts. Devoting her heart to the piano and cello, every note she plays is not only a way to soothe pain, but also a magical language that expresses her inner world. Through persistent and dedicated practice, Grace has proudly performed on many prestigious stages. Beyond music, the courageous young girl is also actively involved in sports, boldly breaking down social stereotypes about the limitations placed on individuals with medical conditions. Beyond her personal achievements, Grace is also a dedicated social activist. Through social media, where she has tens of thousands of followers, she shares positive perspectives and spreads a powerful message of self-confidence. Grace hopes her journey will empower those who are struggling, giving them the strength to keep moving forward. Her extraordinary story affirms a profound truth. True value is never limited by physical condition, but always shines brilliantly through unwavering determination and a deep, boundless love for life. When nature inadvertently left a deep fissure right through the face of Brody Shane, he became the focus of a medical miracle waiting to be awakened. Born with a rare midline cleft condition that caused his face to be literally split in two, the past 11 months of his life have been an epic story of remarkable resilience and strength. Now, standing on the threshold of a historic reconstructive surgery, Brody Shane is not only on a path to regaining a complete appearance, but also reclaiming his right to smile freely at the world. This is a battle of love and the highest level of medical expertise, where nature's fractured design is being repaired through an unbreakable will to live, transforming seemingly impossible adversity into a bright and hopeful future. Do you believe in the miracles of determination and modern medicine? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help spread hope and inspiring stories. Going beyond ordinary physical limitations, Lewis Legend stands as a powerful example of the miraculous reconstructive potential of modern medicine and the human will to survive. Born with a congenital condition in which he had no jawbone, he faced a biological map missing one of the most essential structures required for basic life functions. Rather than surrendering to adversity, Lewis entered a dramatic journey of medical reconstruction, where each surgery represented a step toward reclaiming his ability to speak and experience the simple pleasures of life. This journey is not only a scientific achievement, but also an endless source of inspiration, reminding us that true beauty is shaped by courage and an unbreakable desire to live. With a resilient heart that rises above the harsh limits of her circumstances, Shalini Yadav, a young girl from rural India, has written a beautiful story of an unyielding will to live and the power of compassion. From her earliest days, Shalini has faced an extremely rare congenital skin condition that causes her skin to remain constantly dry and requires intensive daily care. This challenging condition not only brought significant difficulties to her daily life, but also created deep psychological barriers, making it hard for her to attend school and connect with peers her age. Her family's financial struggles and the limited medical resources in her hometown made her journey even more difficult. Yet beneath her different appearance lies a brave soul and a burning desire to live a normal life like other children. A miracle truly began to unfold when her inspiring story touched the hearts of communities and international humanitarian organizations. Through collective compassion, a dedicated team of medical specialists in Spain helped bring her to Europe for advanced treatment. Thanks to modern medicine and attentive care, her condition improved dramatically, restoring her radiant smile and confident spirit. Shalini Yadav's journey of transformation not only affirms an unbreakable will to persevere, but also spreads a profound message of empathy, optimism, and the boundless love of the global community. For more than a decade, Harim Malala, a young girl from rural Madagascar, hid her youth behind a scarf. It was her way of concealing a benign tumor that first appeared when she was 12, gradually growing to weigh over 1.3 kilograms. This burden not only compressed her airway and made eating difficult, but also became an invisible barrier separating her from the world around her. It seemed as though her youth would be forever overshadowed by insecurity, until her life took a dramatic turn when the humanitarian hospital ship Mercy Ships arrived in her homeland. Thanks to timely support, Harim Malala was welcomed by an international team of specialists and underwent a complex 4-hour surgery. One by one, the knots of fate were untangled as the massive tumor was safely removed. Now, freed from the physical burden, she no longer needs the scarf that once hid her pain. She can finally lift her head with confidence, wearing a radiant smile as she embraces a new life, one filled with freedom and health. Her powerful transformation not only spreads hope and positivity, but also stands as a shining testament to the life-changing impact of compassion and humanitarian medicine. The journey of Hawa, a resilient young woman from Sierra Leone, is a deeply moving story of strength and the desire to give back. As a child, Hawa faced a rapidly growing benign tumor in her oral cavity. This rare medical condition compressed her airway and made eating extremely difficult, forcing her into isolation, burdened by insecurity and despair. Just when it seemed her future had come to an end, a true miracle arrived in 2005 when the humanitarian hospital ship Anastasis from Mercy Ships docked in her homeland. There, the dedicated surgeon Gary Parker and his team successfully removed the tumor through a complex operation, opening the door to a new life for the young girl. The surgery not only restored Hawa's radiant smile and physical health, but also ignited a powerful dream within her. Inspired by the loving words of her late father, Hawa pursued her education with determination and became a compassionate nurse. Overcoming every obstacle, she has now proudly returned to that same humanitarian medical environment, dedicating her life to helping others facing similar challenges, spreading a powerful message of resilience, love, and the extraordinary impact of human compassion across the world. Does Hawa's story inspire you? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread the message of compassion and resilience. The life journey of Jasmine Ramirez, a 14-year-old girl from Florida, USA, is a deeply emotional epic of courage in the face of life's harshest challenges. Since the age of 2, Jasmine has been living with an extremely rare overgrowth disorder that caused her left leg to develop at an uncontrollable rate. This unnamed medical condition not only took away her freedom to run and play, but also turned simple joys into major obstacles due to her physical limitations. Despite her left leg growing to nearly 80 kilograms and creating countless difficulties, her optimistic spirit never faded. The real turning point came when life-threatening complications emerged, forcing her family to make an incredibly difficult decision to save their daughter's life. In late 2025, Jasmine underwent a historic 17-hour major surgery at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. With exceptional care and expertise, the medical team successfully removed the massively enlarged leg along with the associated tumor, completely relieving her of the physical burden. Although she had to lose part of her body, the surgery gave her a new beginning filled with hope. Today, Jasmine is courageously recovering day by day, slowly regaining her rhythm of life and her radiant smile surrounded by her loving family. Her extraordinary story shines as a powerful source of inspiration, spreading a message of resilience and an unbreakable love for life. The journey of Johnny Lamian, a resilient young boy from the Philippines, is a beautiful story of humanitarian medicine. Born with a rare medical condition, he carried a large swelling on his nose that blocked his vision and severely affected his daily life. The challenges seemed almost impossible to overcome until, at the age of 7, Johnny was supported by a charity organization to travel to Australia for treatment. There, a dedicated team of surgeons performed a complex 8-hour reconstructive surgery, successfully removing the physical burden from his face. This medical miracle not only restored his sight, but also gave him a fresh new beginning, allowing Johnny to confidently return to school and fully enjoy his childhood with a bright, radiant smile. From the flames of a harsh ordeal, a courageous flower named Terry Calvasbert rose powerfully to shine in everyday life. Born in the United Kingdom, this young girl is a living testament to an indomitable will that cannot be subdued by fate. Her tragedy struck when she was only 22 months old in an accidental fire, leaving severe injuries across much of her body and raising serious concerns among medical experts about her chances of survival. However, with extraordinary and rare resilience, the little child fought through the most difficult challenges and held firmly onto life. After undergoing dozens of complex reconstructive surgeries and facing countless medical challenges throughout her childhood, Terry not only overcame physical barriers, but also developed a remarkably bright and optimistic spirit. With the devoted care of her father and the love of her community, she proudly attended school, integrated with her peers, and made every effort to live life to the fullest. Beyond overcoming her personal adversity, Terry has also transformed her story into motivation to contribute positively to society. She actively participates in community campaigns, tirelessly raising funds to support medical organizations and spreading compassion to those in need. The smile that always appears on her face is the strongest message of resilience, selflessness, and a deep love for life. Rising above a stormy beginning, Terry Calvisbird has written a beautiful anthem of hope, deeply inspiring millions around the world with her determination to overcome adversity and the extraordinary power of the human spirit. Life sometimes sprouts and grows strongly even in places where experts once believed no trace of hope could exist. The little girl Vitória Marchioli from Brazil is a shining example of this miracle. From the moment she was born, she carried a very rare congenital genetic condition that severely disrupted the development of her body's structure. This complex medical condition led doctors to make a grim prediction that the fragile infant might only survive for a few hours. However, the boundless love of her parents created a true medical miracle. With devoted day and night care and an unshakable belief in never surrendering to fate, her family protected Vitória through countless hardships. Despite significant physical challenges, the little girl showed extraordinary resilience, breaking through limitations and embracing life for 9 full years, surrounded by the warm care of her loved ones. Though brief, her 9-year journey shone brightly, leaving a profound legacy in the hearts of the global community. Vitória's extraordinary story delivers a priceless message about the powerful will to survive, affirming that the strength of family love can illuminate and overcome even the darkest circumstances. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help share more inspiring stories. There are survival journeys that go beyond anything medicine could have imagined, and at the heart of one of the most extraordinary miracles is Marley Casius, a courageous young woman from Haiti. From an early age, her peaceful childhood was challenged by a very rare bone condition. This abnormal growth led to a massive swelling weighing more than 7 kilograms, covering most of her face, severely restricting her airway and affecting essential functions such as eating and speaking. It seemed as though harsh circumstances had completely closed off Marley's future, but a light of humanity broke through when international medical organizations and generous benefactors stepped in to support her. In 2005, Marley was brought to Miami, USA, to begin an intense battle for survival. There, a dedicated team of surgeons performed a series of complex major operations to remove the swelling and safely reconstruct her structure. With extraordinary will to live, Marley fought through every challenge, gradually regaining her freedom to breathe and her radiant smile. Her journey of overcoming adversity stands as a beautiful symbol of the will to live and the powerful impact of global compassion. The beginning was not marked by shining medals or a perfect launch pad, but by the strength to rise from a fragile line between life and death that created the inspiring story of Amy Copeland. In the summer of 2012, what seemed like a simple outdoor accident suddenly pushed the young woman into the most severe survival challenge of her life. After experiencing extremely serious medical complications that directly threatened her life, she faced a profound sacrifice, losing parts of both her arms and legs in order to preserve her heartbeat and her life itself. However, the darkness of adversity and new physical limitations could not extinguish the flame of determination within this resilient soul. Instead of sinking into deep despair over what was permanently lost, Amy chose to view life through a new lens of gratitude and rebirth. Her long and difficult recovery process not only rebuilt physical strength, but also forged an unbreakable will, helping her patiently relearn every daily skill from scratch in order to regain her independence. Turning personal hardship into a powerful motivation to serve the community became the most remarkable turning point in her journey. With extraordinary determination, Amy continued her education and went on to become a dedicated clinical social work professional. She later founded a nonprofit organization under her own name to bring her vision of making the natural world more accessible to everyone. Through her tireless efforts in creating inclusive, accessible outdoor spaces for individuals with mobility challenges, she has opened countless opportunities for healing and connection. Amy's ongoing journey is a living testament to the profound truth that human worth is not defined by adversity, but by resilience and the ability to spread compassion. The canvas of life is sometimes painted with scars that can never be erased. But it is the way we proudly embrace our new appearance that truly creates a masterpiece of inspiration named Veronica Plebani. The bright age of 15 for the young Italian girl was suddenly interrupted by a severe health crisis caused by a bacterial infection, leaving permanent damage to her body and significant changes to her hands and feet. Instead of surrendering to adversity or hiding the marks left by illness, she chose to face life with pride and turned her own body into an enduring symbol of powerful vitality and resilience. Sports were not just a method of recovery. They quickly became a way of life, helping her break through every limit once thought impossible to overcome. Her unprecedented athletic journey spans 3 different disciplines across multiple Paralympic Games, beginning with high-speed skiing runs in Sochi 2014, continuing with powerful canoeing strokes in Rio 2016, and reaching its peak with a prestigious bronze medal in the extremely demanding triathlon event at Tokyo 2020. This extraordinary adaptability and remarkable endurance prove that human willpower can completely reshape all physical boundaries. Not only an elite athlete, she also became a radiant beacon in the body positivity and acceptance movement, confidently appearing in prestigious magazines and on fashion runways, carrying a message that breaks all conventional standards of beauty. Each scar on her skin is seen by her as an honorable medal, marking a survival battle she courageously overcame. Veronica's story powerfully affirms that true beauty does not lie in flawless perfection, but shines brightest in the way we rise with resilience, fully embrace who we are, and proudly continue writing the most radiant chapters of our lives, no matter the circumstances. The passage of time is, in essence, a constant for humanity, yet it becomes a uniquely extraordinary challenge for a young man from England whose biological clock has been accelerated to 5 times the normal rate. This is the reality Harry Crowther has faced every day since he was diagnosed at the age of 7 with an extremely rare, atypical form of progeria, causing his body to age at a remarkable speed. Born and raised in West Yorkshire, he is one of only a very small number of people in the world, and the only known male in his teenage years recorded with this rare genetic condition. Rather than succumbing to joint pain or the changes in his skin typically associated with old age, Harry chose not to let physical limitations define the meaning of his life. With an iron will and admirable resilience, he continues to fully embrace his youth through simple passions such as cycling and skateboarding, constantly pushing himself to overcome every barrier in his path. Throughout his journey growing up, he has stood firm as a symbol of courage, not only striving to adapt to the countless challenges of daily life, but also boldly stepping into the public eye to inspire his community. By sharing his authentic personal story, Harry has helped the world gain a deeper understanding of rare diseases while spreading a powerful message of resilience and vitality. His life stands as a vivid testament that the value of a human life is not measured by the length of time, but by its brilliance, courage, and an unwavering spirit of optimism that never retreats. How does Harry's story change your perspective on beauty and resilience? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help spread more inspiring stories. Chelsea Pete's life was placed under an unforgiving trial from the moment she was born due to Sturge-Weber syndrome, a rare neurological disorder that left her face covered with a port wine birthmark and caused glaucoma. In order to save her life from severe and life-threatening seizures, doctors had to perform brain surgery to remove her occipital lobe while she was still very young, despite the survival rate being only 50-50. However, it was in that moment, so close to the edge of death, that her powerful survival instinct allowed this Canadian girl to slip through the narrow gap of fate and continue writing the next chapter of her life. Instead of receiving sympathy, Chelsea's youth was overshadowed by cruel mockery from school bullies simply because of her physical differences. Every day at school became a difficult psychological battle, where her dark red birthmark unintentionally became the center of discrimination and isolation. But rather than letting those insults break her, Chelsea used the harshness of the outside world as a catalyst to forge a strong and unbreakable spirit, firmly refusing to let anyone define the true value hidden beneath her imperfect skin. Those who once doubted and mocked Chelsea in the past would surely be astonished to see the image of a confident and fulfilled 34-year-old mother today, standing proudly beside her two young children. She has not only proven the doctors wrong about her cognitive development potential, but also shattered every stereotype about a life limited by a congenital condition. Chelsea Pete's journey delivers a powerful and uncompromising message. The most radiant beauty does not lie in flawless skin, but in the way we stand tall and face life's storms head-on in order to find true happiness. McKenzie Trush's life journey, a young and passionate girl from New Jersey, United States, stands as a brilliant testament to a powerful will to live and an unshakable determination to overcome every physical limitation. From the moment she was born, McKenzie carried a rare genetic medical condition known as spondyloepimetaphyseal dysplasia, SEMD, which resulted in her extremely small stature, standing at only around 90 centimeters tall. Worldwide, medicine has documented just over 100 cases of this particular condition. Although her appearance brought many daily challenges, the resilient young woman never allowed it to become a barrier that stopped her from fully experiencing life. With an optimistic spirit and the strong support of her family, McKenzie bravely pursued her deep passion for the performing arts. She successfully graduated with a degree in theater from Rowan University, proudly making history as the first person of her stature to take on a leading role in a major university production, while firmly refusing roles that mocked or reduced her medical condition. Not only does McKenzie shine under the stage lights, but she is also a talented equestrian who regularly competes in professional horseback riding competitions, confidently going head-to-head with all opponents. By harnessing the power of social media, she has built an online community of hundreds of thousands of followers, actively sharing optimistic perspectives and continuously raising awareness to advocate for the rights of people with similar conditions. Among billions of people on Earth, young Victor Padilla stands out as one of the most extraordinary little warriors, born with Cloves syndrome, a rare condition with only a few hundred documented cases worldwide. Despite complex vascular malformations that cause severe swelling on one side of his face, the 3-year-old boy from Rochester, New York, has never allowed adversity to imprison his smile or his desire to explore the world. Rather than hiding in the shadows of illness, Victor bravely stepped into kindergarten, turning each school day into a priceless lesson in optimism and willpower. His journey proves that physical differences are never a barrier for a small soul to reach extraordinary growth and progress. Haven Shepard, a young Vietnamese-born athlete whose birth name is Do Thi Thuy Phuong, is one of the most inspiring figures in parasports and a powerful symbol of resilience and survival. Born in Vietnam in 2003, Haven's life was marked by an extremely harsh turning point when she was just 14 months old. A devastating explosion left her with profound loss, causing her to permanently lose both of her legs below the knees. What seemed like a life-defining barrier could have closed off her future. But a miracle unfolded when the Shepard family in Missouri, United States, opened their hearts and adopted her. In a home filled with love and understanding, Haven grew up with prosthetic legs yet never saw them as limitations. She developed an energetic, optimistic personality and a constant desire to challenge herself through various sports. On her journey of self-discovery, Haven found true freedom and boundless joy in the water. In the swimming pool, all physical barriers seemed to dissolve, giving way to strength, grace, and an unyielding determination to rise above. Through relentless training and natural talent, Haven Shepard earned her place on the United States Paralympic swimming team. A proud milestone in her career was qualifying for the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, where she competed with pride on the international stage and proved her extraordinary strength. Beyond her impressive athletic achievements, Haven has expanded her influence into modeling and has become a powerful motivational speaker. With her radiant smile and confident presence, she actively participates in campaigns that celebrate body diversity, encouraging people to embrace and appreciate their differences. She firmly believes that a person's value does not lie in physical perfection, but is shaped by a courageous heart and a passion for life. Haven Shepard's journey, from tragedy to the heights of achievement, is a beautiful epic of resilience. She has transformed hardship into a launching pad for a brilliant light, becoming a guiding light that inspires hope and empowers millions of people around the world to face adversity and move forward with strength and pride. True beauty begins with the courage to break free from expectations, and that is exactly how Kira McCracken shines with confidence. Born with a port wine birthmark on her face, she spent many years hiding her appearance beneath layers of makeup to avoid unwanted attention. However, her desire for freedom and self-acceptance eventually gave her the strength to let go of that fear. Choosing to embrace her natural, makeup-free face not only lifted the pressure she once felt, but also became a meaningful lesson she hopes to pass on to her young daughter. Kira's journey carries a powerful message. Embracing your uniqueness with confidence is one of the most radiant forms of self-expression. And just like that, we've reached the end of this incredible journey. But something tells me these stories will stay with you much longer. Which one shocked you the most? Which story inspired you the deepest? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes even just a little, Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder of how extraordinary humans can truly be. And remember, sometimes the rarest stories are hiding in plain sight. Stay curious, stay inspired. Do you believe that there are women in this world who possess extraordinary strength, appearance, or abilities that far surpass the boundaries of ordinary human beings? Today, we will embark on a journey to discover the top 10 extraordinary women with true stories that are so unbelievable you might doubt your own eyes. Before we delve into these amazing facts, please remember to like, share the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation. Life can sometimes change in an instant, when plans and a bright future suddenly take a completely different turn. Brooklyn Khoury was once a professional skateboarder and a promising young model. On November 3, 2020, while visiting her family in Arizona, she was involved in a serious dog-related incident that resulted in severe injuries and completely changed her life from that moment onward. Instead of succumbing to despair, Brooklyn Khoury chose to face her arduous recovery journey. She publicly shared her story, from her reconstructive facial surgeries to her most challenging moments. Reportedly, surgeon Nicholas Doe at UCLA performed numerous complex surgeries over 14 months to reconstruct her face, restoring function and appearance. In 2024, looking back on her journey, Brooklyn Khoury shared that she was grateful for what the experience had given her. She encouraged people to believe in the healing process and embrace life day by day. Her story became a symbol of inner strength, reminding us that resilience lies not in a perfect appearance, but in the ability to overcome adversity. Christy Sims' journey, like many stories of overcoming adversity, stands as a powerful testament to human resilience and determination. In 2013, her life took a completely different turn after a serious incident that left her with significant physical and emotional trauma, particularly affecting her face and body. This event pushed her into a long and difficult period filled with challenges as she worked toward both physical recovery and emotional healing. Following the attack, Christy Sims underwent an extremely rigorous treatment. She was placed in an induced coma for about 2 months to stabilize her health. This was followed by a series of reconstructive surgeries, totaling approximately 13 medical interventions aimed at restoring her face and bodily functions. Each step of her recovery was a difficult battle between life, pain, and hope. However, Christy didn't let tragedy define her life. After recovering, she transformed her pain into motivation to help others, becoming an inspirational speaker and domestic violence activist. She shares her story to raise awareness and help survivors find strength and safety. Her journey is proof that from the deepest darkness, people can still rise and be reborn stronger. Are you inspired by Christy's resilience? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread her message of hope. Kayla Hayes is a resilient young woman from South Carolina, USA, who transformed a traumatic life event into a powerful source of inspiration. In 2017, her life took a difficult turn after a serious incident involving a past relationship. Following her decision to end contact with an ex-partner, she was subjected to a violent attack that caused severe physical injuries, including the loss of a significant portion of her lower lip. Kayla Hayes faced not only severe physical injuries after the incident, but also deep psychological trauma. Doctors were unable to fully restore the damaged portion of her lip, leaving her with permanent scars and limited movement around her mouth. The person responsible later admitted to the act and received a 12-year prison sentence. For Kayla, recovery was not an easy process. It was a long and challenging journey where she had to adapt to major life changes and gradually rebuild emotional balance and stability. Instead of remaining silent, Kayla Hayes chose to stand up and speak out about domestic violence. She shared her story to warn of dangerous signs and help others avoid similar situations. Through her blog, Rise Above, she spreads a message of survival and healing. Her journey shows that even after the deepest traumas, people can rebuild their lives and rediscover their inner strength. An unbelievable tragedy befell Marie Trainor, stemming from what seemed like a harmless cause. In 2019, in Ohio, she became seriously ill after contracting a bacterial infection, believed to have originated from contact with dog saliva via a small scratch. Initially presenting as common flu symptoms, the condition quickly escalated into a life-threatening emergency. After being hospitalized, Marie Trainor's condition deteriorated rapidly, forcing doctors to put her into an induced coma for about 10 days to save her life. Sepsis developed, causing severe damage to her body. When she regained consciousness, she faced the heartbreaking reality of losing parts of both her arms and legs due to complications from the widespread and uncontrollable infection. The suspected cause was the bacterium Capnocytophaga, commonly found in the mouths of dogs and cats. Marie Trainor's story is not only a medical tragedy, but also a powerful warning about the dangers of seemingly harmless things. Are you inspired by Marie's strength and spirit? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread hope. Tilly Lockie's journey began with a life-or-death battle when she was just 15 months old. She was diagnosed with meningococcal sepsis, a dangerous and life-threatening disease. As a result, she lost both hands permanently, and her initial chances of survival were very low. However, Tilly overcame adversity, transforming this painful beginning into the foundation for an extraordinary journey of development. Growing up, Tilly Lockie didn't hide her differences but chose to embrace and transform them. She became a pioneer in the use of modern bionic technology, collaborating with Open Bionics to develop the Hero Arm. These devices have given her greater mobility and increased self-confidence. Tilly emphasizes that she doesn't want to hide her disability, but wants to live authentically. Today, Tilly is not only an inspiration, but also a speaker and creator of technology content. She participates in major events, such as AI for Good, and hosts the podcast Tilly Talks Tech, where she shares about innovation and the future of bionic technology. Her journey from a survival child to a technology voice demonstrates the power of willpower and the ability to inspire others. Is this a step forward for science? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Adrian was born with cryptophthalmos, causing blindness from birth. Despite living in darkness, she became a mother at 19, raising 2 children using only her hearing, touch, and love. Her physical limitations prevented her from being independent. Despite prejudice, she inspires others with the message that one should not judge other people's lives too harshly. Besides physical differences, The world has also witnessed cases of individuals with unique appearances, such as Porsche Cena, an 18-year-old girl from New Jersey. From the first glance, she easily attracts attention due to her rare medical condition. Porsche was born with ichthyosis confetti, a genetic skin disorder that causes red patches and white spots resembling confetti to appear on the body. The condition that Porsche Cena has causes her skin to shed and regenerate at an unusually rapid rate, weakening the body's natural protective barrier. As she grew older, she often faced curious looks and sometimes misunderstandings from people around her. However, she has always received strong support from her family, medical team, and the organization First, which has helped her find a supportive community and given her the strength to overcome her challenging journey. Instead of hiding, Porsche Cena chose to share her story on social media to raise awareness. A TikTok video she posted quickly went viral, attracting millions of views thanks to its authenticity and confidence. She doesn't want to be defined by her skin color, but wants to live true to her passion and inspire others with her uniqueness. When doctors first examined Elizabeth, they discovered her body was producing far more milk than is normal for breastfeeding women. She was diagnosed with hyperlactation syndrome, a rare medical condition. Instead of seeing it as a burden, Elizabeth decided to turn it into an opportunity to help infants who needed a daily supply of breast milk. Each day, Elizabeth can produce about 1.5 to 1.75 gallons of milk, requiring her to spend hours pumping, pasteurizing, and storing it. Despite the immense physical and mental strain of her condition, she perseveres in donating milk. Between 2015 and 2018, she contributed a huge amount of milk to milk banks, supporting premature and frail babies. Elizabeth's actions earned her a Guinness World Record and brought hope to thousands of families. The total amount of breast milk she donated reached an impressive figure, becoming a lifeline for many young children. Elizabeth's story is not only a rare medical phenomenon, but also a testament to compassion and the ability to turn challenges into something positive for the community. Were you inspired by Elizabeth's journey of love and resilience? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread this meaningful message. Yamini Karanam, a graduate researcher in the United States, experienced a rare and unexpected medical condition during her studies when she began suffering from memory loss and difficulty communicating due to a deep-seated brain tumor. What made her case particularly extraordinary was what doctors discovered during surgery. The mass was a congenital teratoma, an extremely rare condition. In her case, it contained hair, bone, and even teeth, leaving the medical team stunned by its unusual structure. Although it is neither a fetus nor a twin, this condition reflects the remarkable complexity of cellular development in the human body. The tumor was successfully removed through a minimally invasive endoscopic procedure, and hospital results confirmed it was benign. The surgery was successful, allowing Yamini Karanam to recover her health and return to a normal life. Versavia Borin's story is a rare medical journey that challenges the limits of human understanding. She was born with pentology of Cantrell, an extremely rare congenital disorder that causes some internal organs to develop outside the body. From the moment she was born, doctors were astonished to find her tiny heart beneath a thin layer of skin, unprotected by the chest wall. Despite facing a very high risk to her survival, Versavia bravely overcame the neonatal period and continued to develop, something many similar cases could not achieve. Her family sought specialized medical support and moved to the United States to access advanced treatments. Doctors closely monitored her to control infection and protect her exposed internal organs. Over time, Varsavia became a crucial case study on the abnormal formation of the chest wall and internal organs during embryonic development. Medical professionals had to collaborate across multiple specialties to develop a long-term care plan. Her story is remarkable not only for its rarity, but also for her unwavering spirit, demonstrating that human resilience can overcome seemingly insurmountable limitations. While many stories revolve around illness or accidents, Lure Sue has captured global attention for a different reason: her seemingly ageless appearance. At first glance, she looks like a woman in her 20s, but the reality is astonishing. Lure is an interior designer and influencer from Taiwan, famous for her youthful looks despite being middle-aged. In 2017, when international media widely reported on her, Lure Sue, at 41 years old, possessed an appearance that surprised the public. Even more remarkable was that her sisters and mother also looked younger than their actual age, leading her family to be dubbed the family untouched by time. This phenomenon further fueled curiosity and made Lure's story a focal point of attention on social media. Lure later shared that her youthful appearance isn't entirely due to luck, but rather to a disciplined lifestyle. She maintains a regular skincare routine, drinks plenty of water, uses sunscreen, and eats a balanced diet. In addition, she always prioritizes exercise and limits direct sun exposure. By 2025, when she turns 50, Lure will still surprise many with her much younger-looking appearance. And those are 10 women with extraordinary abilities and unbelievable stories that we've just explored together. Who among them amazed you the most? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts. And if this video was enjoyable, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and especially subscribe to our channel to continue exploring the world in more fascinating videos. Thank you so much.